Hey guys, Javier here, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. And today, what I'm going to talk about is Trello. Now, what is Trello? It's a free system that I use, and I like to describe it like basically like an old school cork board. And on the cork board, you know how you can put your post-it notes back then, and you can move that little post-it note to keep track of what you're doing. So that's basically what Trello is. It's a free system. Anybody can use it. Trello.com. But I created in this video 3 different ways on how an agent can use it. But that being said, anybody can use it. A consumer can definitely use it. But I was geared more towards realtors because, that's what I do. Number one, Instagram tracking of your posts. So that was a cool little way. It's a cool little tool that you could use to do that. And then also, I created another board for workflow. So, like I said, a consumer can use this on how to keep track of their workflow. And then you have checklists and all that good stuff. It's all there. You'll see it later. And then the other one, the third video that I created, or the third board that I created, was about leads and how to keep track of the leads. Now, that one's a cool way to use it. Now, like I said, realtors can use it. I designed it for realtors, but a consumer can use it. And then you can go from there. Okay, guys, so welcome to Trello. As you can see in the background, this is Trello, and these are the basics of it. Now, I'm going to teach you how to create an Instagram content planning guide, but this guide can be used for absolutely anything. So you can use it as a planning guide for YouTube or your LinkedIn or all that good stuff. Anyways, this is just a sample. This is just a cool little thing. You can change the background by colors, by solids, or whatever it is that you want to do. You can change it all back here. And then these are the different boards that you can create, these lists. And these lists, I created Instagram content right there on the left. And then I'm going to create Instagram photos. Yes, you can put photos in here. And then obviously the most important, or the very important, is the captions that we're going to put on there. And then schedule post. And the other thing is, of course, if we already posted it or not. Now, this is what I do. Kind of ignore this checklist, but as you can see, you can move these little boards around, and that's the cool part about this, and that's what I like about it. Let me see here. So as we have this here, you can create little cards in each individual one. So as you do that, let's say we want to create test 2, and it can be different things. I'm just creating something so that you guys can see it. These are the different cards. Inside the different cards, let's say we want to do market post, and then you can save it. And then let's say the second one, let's do a featured property that we visit. Okay, so let's just do that. Here's the thing. This is content ideas, and then we can definitely just repost it, retitle it. As you can see, it's that easy. It's very easy to use. I use it here at the office all the time. Now, the cool thing is it has checklists that you can create. I haven't created them yet, but I'm going to create them with you guys. And I'm going to give you the list also. But as you actually create the checklist and all that stuff, you'll basically be able to move it over here, add the photos, that same card. You'll be able to definitely attach the photo that you want to attach to it, from, by looking at your computer and all that good stuff through any one of these. And then you can put a due date on it too. That's the cool thing about it. So you can put a due date, and let's just say it's PM. Give me a reminder 10 minutes before, save. So you'll be able to see that it does create a due date for you also. And like I said, I'm going to go through the checklist together in a second. But you can also move it over, write the captions that you want to write, your hashtags. That's very important. anything that you want to write on here. That's what you want to write. Okay. So that's your hashtags. Of course, you can go back in here and you can edit them and go from there. And then, like I said, as you go down, you can schedule the post, and the system itself will send you a reminder on this day at that specific time. So that being said, it's very helpful. That way, if you have different ideas, like for example, you can go through the same system, the same type of thing. Your market post, you can create the market post on Canva or Maxa, and then move it down, upload that image, and then move it down. So basically, it will definitely help you create all of your content within, for example, Instagram. That's what we're doing. We can do the same thing with YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever it is that you want to do. But this planning helps you out, and it'll send you an email every time this time comes up. If you have any questions, reach out, but I hope you understand this. And like I said, the next video I'm going to create, it's going to be all about checklists, and I'm going to create those for you. And there's a reason why I created its own little board for you here. All right. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, guys, so from the previous video, what I showed you guys was the basics of how you can use this. Now, obviously, I've added a little bit more to this so that you can see, but what you can do is definitely put little color-coded cards for each one, and that's pretty easy. If you just go to Show Menu, you'll be able to see labels, and these labels are green for testimonials, yellow for engagement, properties, educational videos. So you can label these however you want, but this will all show you what kind of posts you're creating in one easy, when you pull it up easily, you can easily see all this stuff. Now here's the Instagram checklist, and it's very easy. Obviously, take a photo, edit the photo, test. I just wrote that in there, but I just wanted to show you that you can easily delete some of these if you want, or you can add to it, to this list as you want also. So feel free to change it however you want. Obviously, write a caption, add your hashtags, schedule it, and then you're completed. So it's a very simple checklist. This is what everybody needs to go through for Instagram. But remember, you can use this for any type of social media platform that you have. So like I said, this is a testimonial. You put your checklist in here, and it's easy. And you want to create something else, a content idea. Say, for example, you're about to do an open house that's coming up. So you schedule an open house for this weekend, and you can put a date. I'm just putting, whatever date here. It doesn't matter. And then you want to open it up. You want to add your checklist. Click on here. And then this is your Instagram checklist, and it'll have everything here. You want to put more detailed description of it. Open house on, and then let's just say 123 Main Street, and then save that. It's very easy, like I said, and then it's just an idea. Now, of course, you need to add your photos by the time you come up here, and like I told you guys before, you can attach photos through any type of medium here. All right, as soon as you add that photo, let's just add a photo so you can see how easy it is. Let's see here, attach. Well, you get the idea. You can attach it this way. And then as you go by, or as you, write your captions, you schedule your post. And like I said before, you can put a label. I don't have an open house one, so let's just create this one as open house. So red will be open house. Close that off. And then that way you see you have open house and these other engagements right here. All right. Show menu will have your labels, pretty much anything that you'll need. I honestly don't use anything else but labels on this section, but it's easy. Use it for anything you want. Let me know if you have any questions. Okay, guys, so now in the previous course, what you saw, or the previous video, what you saw, is how we use Trello for planning our Instagram planning. And like I said, that Instagram, you can use it for anything else, your LinkedIn, your Facebook, whatever it is that you want to plan out. As far as your social media is concerned, you can definitely use that for that. Now, what I'm going to talk about in this video is lead flow. So for example, when you have leads, you can definitely create lead flows in this system. So it's a brand new board inside Trello. And this is how you're going to treat your leads. And this is what I'm going to show you. The first one that I like to, the first board that I like to create inside here is your checklist. And that's because I like to definitely keep everything organized as far as my checklists are concerned. Okay, guys, so we first created our checklist, and these are other lists that we need to create. The other one is referrals, leads, stop by, warm leads, and cold leads. Now, I think there's self-explanatory, but your referrals are obviously referrals you're going to get. Hot leads are something that somebody actually calls you on something. Stop by is basically you stop by a friend, family, or something like that. Warm leads, of course, are warm, and cold are cold. And I just like to put the checklist towards the end because, like I said before, I just like to keep that organized. And the checklist I'm going to go ahead and create with you guys. The first one is going to be the referrals, obviously, because that's what we're going to talk about right now. And the referrals, let me see here. I'm walking you guys through this so you guys can see how easy it is to create these here. And then let's do, oops, checklist, add. Full checklist. And this is going to be your master, and that's why I have that little exclamation. First thing is obviously interview. Okay, guys, now that you have all your boards set up, for example, this one is going to be hot leads. That's going to be your first card, and I'll explain why. Yeah, warm leads. You need to create a card here first so that basically you can customize this look here. So for example, you want a cover, and let's just say we want a cover that, let me see, this, that represents what the cover is. So for example, this is our referrals. We kind of, high five. I think that works with it. So that's how you customize each one of these. I'm not going to go through each one. And then also, like, for example, if you actually have a person, you type in John Doe, you go in here and you type in here about John Doe. So that's the other thing too. You want to talk about him here. And like, for example, what you're going to do is, oh, and also another thing too is your labels. You got to remember about your labels. Your labels are definitely going to help you out also. So for example, you can color the labels here and then those labels. So for example, you can make this one your buyer. The green one is your buyer, seller, lead. Save that. And then this could be a seller lead. And then a referral lead. Let's just do this one. Let's just say this is a. Let's just say that's a. Okay. Well, you get the point. So you have all these different leads, and you can basically add them, delete them, change them, all that good stuff through here. Okay. So just uncheck them. As you can see, the little check marks, that's basically what that is. All right. That way, when you close it, you'll see there's a yellow item there. And of course, during as you label the client here, you definitely want to talk about the client. Like for example, this is where you got this person. You definitely want to put his phone number. You definitely want to put his address, who the agent that referred you, this client, is. And then you definitely want to put their information, the agent's number, etc. Okay, all that good stuff. So that's there. And then not only that, but you definitely want to, obviously, this is a referral, so you want to put your referral checklist in here. So you add your referral checklist in here. Have you interviewed the potential agent and all that good stuff. So as you go down your checklist, it'll help you keep in order for everything. All of this stays in order, and then as it keeps going, obviously, like I told you guys before, you can move it on and then finally get it to close. But that's basically how you use this system as a lead flow system. I'm going to go through the checklist right now. So I'm going to stop the video, and then I'm going to start it back again. So this is a referral checklist, and then I'll talk about the other checklist that I'm going to add in here also. Okay, talk to y'all soon. Okay, guys, so this is my lead flow page inside Trello. It's my, I've customized it with my own little images there. Definitely put in a sample referral, what it would look like. And then also keep in mind that as soon as these referrals come through and say they transfer from being a referral to a cold lead, let's just say John Doe eventually became a cold lead, you can definitely add cold lead checklist to it, and it'll come up to the bottom, and you can add them to your code lead campaign, which is basically a monthly email sequence. So that way you can go to your CRM and put them in there. So do it that way also. And then you can definitely change the colors, all that good stuff. The labels, like I said, now it's a cold lead. You can definitely just title it cold lead. So you can do that. So, and then just change the color, go from that, and then move them over this way. So I hope you learned something. It's very easy. You can definitely use this lead flow system inside Trello. It's easy, and these campaigns, these checklists. Oh, let me show you the checklist. There's a bunch of different ones that I use. Here's a referral checklist. You can definitely pause this video so that you can use it, or you can just, and like I said, add to it. You just simply click add, put whatever it is that you want on there, or if you can delete also, you can definitely just highlight and hit delete there, those three buttons. So that's your hot lead checklist. There's your warm lead checklist. There's your stop lead. And like, I'm going to go a little slow so you can kind of pause this video and you can use this as a template here. Like I said, change it up, move it around, do whatever it is that you like to do. But these are all the checklists, and that's the reason why I put checklist at the end there. All right. Any questions, let me know, but I hope you learned. This is a lead flow folder inside Trello. This is how you should use at least some kind of system so that you can keep track of your leads. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Talk to you soon. Okay, guys, so what I've also done with Trello is create a workflow board. Now, inside the workflow board, I created a coming soon, just listed, open house, and under contract. And of course, I have referrals. And then, of course, I have all my checklists down here at the back end. And the reason why I have that, well, I'll explain that to you later. But basically, this is when you have somebody that's about to list their house. So you're about to do an open house. You're going under contract, coming soon. You can customize this list however you want. But I just wanted you to understand that you should definitely have a checklist on what to do. Now, these checklists, I just clicked on them. The coming soon checklist are basically things, not necessarily your forms, but things that you have to do. So coming soon checklist, get your listing agreement, your seller's disclosure, order signage, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's what these checklists are for, because nobody really talks about this kind of stuff, but it's something that you have to keep in mind. So for example, signage, you have to make sure you have that ordered ahead of time, because the production of that signage takes some time. Same thing with lockbox. Make sure you have a lockbox in storage so that you can pull it out and do that. Also, make a copy of the original keys because keys do get lost all the time. Basically, it's a checklist so that you can go through with your client, HOA fees, MUD, taxes, and all that good stuff. This sets you up so that you can make sure that you don't miss anything. That's what this is for. These checklists I'll provide a copy of all of these checklists for you guys also. So don't worry about that. But that's what this workflow is. You can, like I said, you can create a client in here, your John Doe, talk about him here, put your phone number, your address, and all that good stuff. And then you put your checklist. It's coming soon. So you put your coming soon checklist in here. And then all this stuff is here, and it's easy for you to do this. Now, you can definitely add, subtract. You can add a due date so that way you can follow up with him. All that good stuff is here. It's easy to use. It's an easy system. I went ahead and just created it for you so that you can see it. I didn't walk you step by step so that you can see me creating it because it's honestly, it's a little boring. But Trello, this is all free. This is not the paid system either. It's an easy system so that you can use. So please feel free to reach out to me, but it's just Trello.com. You'll see it right here. You can just go on there and download it. It's a free system. I do not have the advanced version. So understand that this is the free version. That's good so that you guys can use this stuff. Also, keep in mind that I think if you do want to upgrade, I don't want to say it's only like $45 for the entire year. So it's absolutely 100% affordable for anybody and everybody. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. I hope this helped. Like I said, I'll provide all the checklists for you guys and we'll go from there. All right. Talk to you soon.